Hello everyone, it is I, the Fable of Fables. How y'all doing? It is me, your new best friend. Hopefully you guys are doing good. I had a really rough day. It sucked. But don't worry about me. We'll figure it out in time. So at the top of the right, at the top right corner, you all can see that I'm actually trying to get a live 2D model. If you guys would like to donate, please do help me out. The sooner we get it, the sooner I'll be able to do cool stuff like backflips and front flips and karate chops. Yes, I'll have karate chopping action. I know, okay, I'm kidding. I don't have any of those. But anyway, if you guys want help, this time it's recommended by the ever so lovely Go Jojira Go. Basically, they wanted me to react to this. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce the name of these guys, mostly because it's more of a lighthearted thing. Also, Gojira Go also mentioned that they want me to react to Kiss players, which I refuse to unless you guys want to pay me for that. Because Jesus Christ, the things people have been telling me. Anyway, if you guys would like to see your name pop up in the section as a recommendation, please do let me know. Let's start. Let's
Do
go.
not adjust your set. We're doing a weird one. I know it's a shock, but try to keep yourself grounded, because it's time for the basics on
What in the world is this one?
Kremzeek was an original character created in 1985 by writer David Wise for the Transformers animated series. He was a tiny, hyperactive imp made of pure living energy.
Oh, so it was like a completely thing just for the show. That's pretty cool. I wonder if they had made anything else like that.
Whose vocabulary consisted mainly of him shrieking his own name over and over. A playful creature whose idea of fun was to cause as much trouble for others as possible, he could enter any electrical system,
Oh
taking
dear.
control of machines or scrambling their circuits, or
Oh god, no one. That's really bad for the
with
Transformers.
explosive results. Wise had two major inspirations for Kremzeek. The titular monsters from the 1984 movie Gremlins,
Oh
who were
god.
themselves based on folkloric tales of mischievous creatures that loved to cause malfunctions in machinery, and 20th century power company mascot Ready Kilowatt, a living bolt of cartoon electricity. Early designs for Kremzeek leaned more in the
Ooh.
direction of the former.
Oh god, look at that design. The one on the left? Jesus, that's gross. But kind of cool looking, but still gross.
Imagining him as a grotesque, hairy ape lizard, but the character's finished look wound up being much more cute and cartoonish like Reddy. Kremzeek's episode, which was simply titled Kremzeek, was one of Wise's favourites. He called it his Roadrunner episode, a chaotic comedic chase story that was much more deliberately silly than the show's usual fare. In the episode, Kremzeek was created by Megatron.
Oh my
and
god.
unleashed on the
Megatron,
Autobots to
how?
keep them busy while the Decepticons used their new energy magnet to drain power from Earth. The little pest took most of the Autobots out of action by scrambling their circuits, except for a small handful whose bodies were protected with an insulating compound by human ally Sparkplug Witwicky. After wrecking their headquarters, Kremzeek used the Autobots' Sky Spy satellite to broadcast himself to Tokyo and began causing havoc in the city. The Autobots gave chase, and with the help of Dr. Soji Yoshikawa, Blaster was able to capture Kremzeek in his
Who's
chest compartment.
Blaster?
Blaster attempted to overload the imp with his own power supply, but the influx of energy only
Oh
caused Kremzeek
no.
to multiply into a
Blaster,
multicolored
no!
orb and
You
scatter
dummy!
across the city. Hoping to convince the Kremzeeks to recombine, the Autobots lured them all to a power station. But once gathered, they wound up fusing into
Oh
a gigantic
no.
Kremzeek kaiju. Figuring out how to kill two birds with one stone, the Autobots used a radio antenna to ensnare the giant Kremzeek and broadcast him straight to the Decepticons' energy magnet, destroying the device.
Very
Threat
Gen
dealt
1.
with, the Autobots were forced to conclude that Kremzeek had to be destroyed, and reluctantly used a broadcasting antenna to disperse his energy, reducing him to nothing. However, this somber mood didn't last long, as the episode ended with the revelation that a single Kremzeek had survived, and the Autobots were going to have to do it all over again.
Oh my god.
Kremzeek wasn't the first cartoon script David Wise wrote about a tiny,
Ooh,
tech
hey, Masters of
disrupting
the
energy creature.
Universe.
The 1984 He-Man and the Masters of the Universe episode, Day of...
Oh, so I have like a bit of some trivia. So my brother is a giant He-Man nerd. He used to really love it as a kid. My mom told me a lot about it. And like years ago, I was at his house because he lives in a different state and we don't really talk because of the age difference. Anyway, so years ago, basically his wife was talking about how he still loves it, and my brother, being well him I guess, is just like I don't like He-Man anymore. And then she's like, oh yeah, what is the name of your fantasy football team? And he like has a face and says He-Man and Friends. Like, you are not beating those allegations. You love them, you nerd. A fantasy football team named He-Man and Friends, dude. Come on. It's okay to still have lights even if you're like in your older years. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. I just think it was funny.
Machines also featured such a beast, but it was a straight adventure that didn't share many similarities with Kremzeek beyond that. However, Wise would recycle the comical plot of Kremzeek wholesale for future series.
Oh my
The
god,
story of the
TMNT!
villains unleashing a gremlin on the heroes, which multiplies and recombines into a
Oh, I
giant
love
that the
Teenage
heroes
Mutant
then
Ninja
use to
Turtles.
foil their enemies' plans. Ending on the gag that one of the duplicates has survived, was seen again in the 1990 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles episode, The Big Zip Attack. Then again in the 1996 Mighty Ducks
Holy
episode.
crap, I forgot about the Mighty Ducks. Dude, this is like a literal blast from the past. Holy crap.
Zap Attack. As for Kremzeek himself, the offbeat nature of his episode made the imp a memorably weird and fun part of the cartoon's lore, and earned him multiple repeat appearances in new Transformers series in the 21st century.
Oh, really?
The story of the cartoon was directly continued in the 2006 Japanese exclusive series Kiss Players,
Oh.
which revealed that in the intervening 20 years, Dr. Yoshikawa
Why?
had studied and bred Kremzeeks in captivity, and even found a way to weaponize them, developing guns for the Earth Defense Command's man-made
Why?
Transformer drone soldiers,
Why?
Autoroopers, which fired Kremzeek bullets able to immobilize enemy Transformers. The Kiss Players toy line included the first ever toy of Kremzeek, which came as an accessory with the Autorooper figure. More Kremzeek toys would follow, with 2007's masterpiece.
Okay, not gonna lie, I kind of like this one, the one on the right. That one's pretty cool, but the one in the middle is also really nice. I don't know, I kind of like the one on the right and the one in the middle. The one on the left's alright, but
Megatron, 2019's Siege Refractor Reconnaissance Team, and 2022's Super 7 Ultimates Megatron. One of the ways Kremzeek often appears is as an Easter egg snuck into stories for fans
Aw, look
to
at
spot,
him!
usually as a sort of in-universe mascot character like Reddy Kilowatt, who appears on products and signs. This trend began in Dreamwave Productions comic books, which in 2004 featured cans of a Cybertronian drink that sported the image of...
I think it's kind of cute that even though it was rated like only for one episode, they decided to make like Easter eggs to it. That's kind of nice.
Kremzeek on their sides. This beverage would continue to appear in IDW Publishing's comic books through the 2010s, but it was given the name K-Juice. It was in this capacity as an Easter egg that Kremzeek returned to television, popping up in the 2008 Transformers animated episode
Look at
Sound and
him.
Fury as a cartoon character on a TV station's technical difficulties card. However, a true animated version of Kremzeek would later be introduced by official convention BotCon in 2015 in the comedy script reading The Return of Blur. In this story, Kremzeek was a Decepticon doomsday weapon
Oh my
created by
gosh.
Shockwave and had lain dormant on Cybertron since the end of the war. Accidentally reactivated by Sari Sumdak, he almost destroyed the planet until Sari and her Cybertronian classmates managed to contain him. Kremzeek has also appeared in video games, including 2015's Transformers Devastation, in which collecting hidden Kremzeeks throughout the game would unlock a gallery of artwork, and the mobile games Earth Wars and
I would love to one day be able to play a lot of these Transformers games if only it was possible and they're all still online and you didn't have to pay like a bajillion, like literally $200 to $1,000 just for a single freaking copy, which is so stupid. Then again, there's always the option of pirating.
Angry Birds Transformers, in which the imps served as accessories that could be equipped to enhance player characters' abilities. Kremzeek isn't always a silly little sprite, though. Some tongue-in-cheek stories have had fun reinventing him as a terrifying threat of cosmic proportions.
Oh?
In 2016, he appeared in IDW's Transformers vs. G.I. Joe comic book as the Devourer of Souls,
Oh
a demonic
no.
creature who stalked the spirits of dead Transformers as they journeyed through the afterlife. 2019's Ghostbusters Transformers crossover miniseries.
Dude, what is that design? Seriously, what the frick is that design? My man has legs. I mean, he's always had legs, but look at him, he has manly legs.
Kremzeek the Scavenger, an alien energy being who traveled from world to world looking for new sources of power. He came to Cybertron in search of the powerful, life-giving relic, the Allspark, but arrived too late. The Autobots had taken the relic off-planet, and the Decepticons had been prevented from following them by an attack from the ancient planet-destroying god, Gozer the Gozerian. Kremzeek agreed to save the Decepticons from Gozer by using his powers to turn them into energy ghosts, in return for their help hunting the Autobots down. The villains eventually located the Autobots on Earth, but there, Kremzeek was defeated by their new allies, the Ghostbusters.
Oh my
who
god.
unleashed a ghost that fed on electricity upon him, shorting him out and dispersing his energy. Still, it's obvious that Kremzeek will always return to his goofy roots, as proven by the recent announcement of a new figure in the BotBots toy line,
The
which transforms
BotBots?
from a toy gun based on Megatron's classic pistol mode to a robot with Kremzeek's face.
Aww.
BotBots is a series all about tiny, fun-loving, troublemaking Transformers, so
Oh,
Kremzeek
I love
fits in
them.
perfectly.
I love them. Is there like a video on them? I need to look this up. They're so cute.
Still the face of fun and mischief in the world of the Transformers after all these years. And those are the basics on Kremzeek. For more weird stories from the far corners of the Transformers.
All right, thank you. Yeah. So yes, guys, if this is the kind of content you like, please do like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys want to help me if you guys want to help me hopefully get a live 2D model, please do please do donate to my Ko-Fi. I will draw you something in return. Thank you guys. If you guys holy crap. If you guys have any other obscure characters or even just characters in general, please do please do comment. I read all of your comments. Also, if you guys want to appear in the thing, why not? So yeah. Alright, see you later guys. Bye. Take care.